All right. So we have a special episode of Let's Talk tonight. Excuse the shaky cam. Doing my best. I'm doing this from my living room tonight because time stamping this. We're doing this pretty late my time. Kind of late my guest's time as well. But this has been a long time in the making. We've been trying to do this. Feels like about over a year now to make this happen. But I'm going to bring in JD from Dragonballerz. Hello, JD.
Hello, Chris. How are you?
Doing good. Like I said, it feels like it's been about a year in the making.
It has been. I feel like you reached out to me like a year ago, and I was like, yeah, let's make this happen. And then life just got in the way. Every time we got something, one of us would have to cancel. One of us would get COVID. It just
turned
into what it was that everybody was experiencing around the world. So I'm glad we finally got it to work.
Yeah. Too bad we couldn't get Steven on with us, but you know,
he said he would
what it is
next time, so we can do it again because
Oh, absolutely.
And then we just recorded our show, and he's like, "Dude, I gotta go. This has been a day." I said, "Okay, I'll fill in for the Dragonballerz, and then you can catch the next one."
There you go. Yeah. Like I said to you before we started recording here, I listen to you guys all the time when I'm at work, and because I'm a manager or assistant manager at a shoe department.
Nice.
So I have you in my ear when I'm unpacking shoes in the back room when I'm doing truck. It keeps me entertained as I'm doing that. So I thoroughly enjoy the riffs and everything that you guys get into, the pop culture references you guys throw. Some of them I don't get, but most of them I do.
Some of them I don't get. Steven's depth and knowledge of weird pop culture is just beyond anybody I know. So I just play like I understand what he's saying, but sometimes I have no idea.
So you guys, if I remember correctly from listening to you, you guys come from very different walks of life, correct?
Yeah. I mean, we grew up different parts of the world. He grew up in Florida. I grew up in South Dakota. So we met down here through some mutual friends, and I started podcasting with one of our other mutual friends before, and we'd always wanted to do an anime podcast, and we were the only two that actually watched anime. So we knew Dragon Ball Super was coming back, and we're like, hey, let's just try it. We both enjoyed Dragon Ball Z back in the day, and we knew that a lot of people our age were excited about the show. So like, hey, maybe this will be something. So let's just give it a shot. And it turned into something way bigger than we ever imagined that it would be. And we've been doing it almost 6 years now, which is insane.
Yeah.
We've been doing a show that long.
I found you guys probably about 2.5 years ago, and I binged the hell out of like everything leading up to your current.
Yeah.
Because I used to actually work at a hotel, hence my screen name.
Sure.
Hence the name of the network.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, as much as I enjoyed working at the hotel, it was boring as hell on the slow days when you're walking the halls. So again, I had you in my ear, nice. And I was listening to just everything from start to finish, from the time I clocked in to the time I clocked out.
Nice. That's awesome.
So
I appreciate that.
But it kept me entertained, kept me out of trouble.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, I've had those night shift jobs where you're like, man, I need something to do. So I get that. I watched a lot of YouTube. I remember back in the day with my firstborn, I had an old iPod video, like the first iPod video. I watched Big Bang Theory while I was up.
There you go.
Maybe back on a little itty bitty iPod video screen. So I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So what anime was it that introduced you to the genre?
I mean, I probably have a very similar story to a lot of people. It was Cartoon Network. You know, you come home after school in the afternoon, and Dragon Ball Z was definitely like the first. You'd come home and you want to watch that, and they'd throw on some other ones. Like there was a Gundam that they had on there, and Ronin Warriors was on too.
Ronin Warriors, that was my intro.
Yeah. And, I went back and tried to rewatch Ronin Warriors a couple years ago, and I was like, man, this doesn't hold up real well.
No, it don't. It really don't. It's like trying to watch old Super Sentai.
Yeah. So, and it just kind of spun from there. during college, I tried to watch a lot of anime, and then I got married and didn't have a lot of free time, you know. So, and anime wasn't really like as accessible as it was back in the day when you had the free time to watch it, or as it is now with like the apps for streaming services and things like that. So I would catch little things and stuff like that. But like I watched Death Note, I watched One Punch Man, Naruto, things like that. So, but Dragon Ball Z was definitely where I got my start. And Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, I watched all of those back high school, college. So that's where I started.
Yeah, I started with Ronin Warriors, then I got introduced to Dragon Ball Z. I caught Dragon Ball Z completely by accident.
Yeah.
I was just flipping through the channels, and I caught Vegeta versus Frieza.
Nice.
And it's like, okay. So I sat down, I watched the episode, and I was like, okay, this seems interesting.
For sure.
So I kept watching. Oh, excuse me. I found out what time it would be on. I just kept watching it daily. Yeah. And then it reverted all the way back to episode 1 when I got up to like Frieza versus Goku.
Right.
Like when Goku first introduces himself to Frieza. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, so now I can catch up. So I watched all of it. And then we got all the way to that episode of Goku introducing himself to Frieza. Back to episode 1.
Yeah. And you had to go buy the DVDs. That's what I did. I went and bought the DVD. I was like, I need to watch this. I want to know how it ends. So that's like the first series I bought on DVD.
Yeah, and it's like it just kept doing that for like 3 years. It's like, holy shit, guys, come on! There's got to be more than this.
These are good episodes, but they finish it. Yeah, you're killing me.
And then finally, we got Goku turning Super Saiyan. It's like, okay, like that was a mark out moment, and then we got that 13 episodes of crap called the Garlic Jr. Saga.
We did.
And then we revert back to episode 1.
Right, exactly.
Like, son of a bitch.
2 episodes on the end, and then back to one. So yeah, I've seen Piccolo and Raditz 1,000 times. I mean, I think we all have at this point. Like our Nappa's gonna show up. It's over 9,000. We've all heard this shit, over and over.
Yep.
Over. Yeah.
Little side note too on my end, I actually have a personal connection through Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
My uncle was an animator when he lived out in California.
Okay.
And Akira Toriyama actually came over from Tokyo to San Diego or Los Angeles and interviewed him directly.
Wow.
To do the background animation.
That's awesome.
He passed.
Yeah.
Because Dragon Ball flopped when it first came over. So he passed.
Did he regret it?
And he regrets it to this day because he'd still be working on movies and video games and making royalties and he doesn't even like to even hear the name Dragon Ball Z because it angers him to the nth degree.
So like you don't go to his house with like a Dragon Ball shirt on or anything?
Nope. I purposely make it a point not to.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's terrible. I feel bad for him. It's always
but
those stories like actors who pass on like a major role and they're like, what was I thinking? Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Exactly. But I always like to share that little story when I'm talking to people about Dragon Ball. It's not to gloat or anything. It's just I find it really cool.
Yeah, like, that is cool.
The creator of the anime, what do they call him? Mangakan?
Yeah.
Or Mangaka?
Yeah. Came
over from Tokyo and interviewed my uncle personally.
That's crazy.
That's insane. Just that sentence alone is insane.
Yeah, I would love to meet him one time just to talk to him. And I mean, he
probably wouldn't remember it.
Right. Exactly. Well, like we
all know Akira Toriyama doesn't remember people or characters.
Yeah, at all. We went to Kamehakon like the first year that it happened, and the original Japanese voice actor for Vegeta was there, and I can't think of his name off the top of my head because I'm a terrible fan. But like I tried real hard to meet him, but the line to meet him was like 10,000 long. I was like, no, I can't do it. I would love to, but we at
Yeah.
least went to his panel that he did with like Chris Sabat and things like that, and that was super cool to see the different all together talking, and they all did like the final flash together. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I would. There's one set of people I like to see on stage together, and as far as I know, it might have happened. Is the Japanese actor for Vegeta,
Yeah,
the ocean dub actor for Vegeta, and Sabat.
yeah,
I like to see all three of them on stage together.
yeah.
Just one time.
That'd be cool.
Because it would be really cool, considering the fact that the ocean dub voice actor came back for Super, which
Right.
was like amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean that in itself was pretty cool, and a lot of people, I can't believe how it flew under the radar with so many people that
Yeah.
that was.
That he was there. Yeah. It's super. Yeah, super is crazy that it happened, and it's just weird the hate I think that it gets. It's like people who like Dragon Ball and have watched Dragon Ball from the beginning know what Dragon Ball is, and Super was very Dragon Ball. Like if it was anything, it was Dragon Ball. So I think it fulfilled what we all wanted as fans. I mean, I think so. You're always going to have criticism and stuff, but like nowadays, anime fans who didn't grow up watching Dragon Ball are just like, man, that's the worst anime. I don't know why anybody likes that anime, and it's just weird to me. I don't understand it. Like, what's wrong with Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball was like before the big three, like brought anime into the mainstream for most people. Like, what is the hate? Where does it come from? You know what I mean?
Yeah, my introduction, my real true introduction, like I said, Ronin Warriors.
Right.
You're gonna laugh at this probably, but my top three, well, my three intros, Ronin Warriors kicked it off.
Yeah.
And I grew up hardcore Power Rangers fan.
There you go.
I'm an OG Power Rangers fan.
Nice.
So Ronin Warriors was right up my alley.
Sure.
But again, like I said, and like you said, it doesn't hold up the test of time. Unfortunately, it just doesn't.
No.
Now maybe if it got a remaster and it got better voice acting, then it might.
Perhaps, yeah.
And I'd be totally down for that.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball was my second, and my third was Samurai Pizza Cats.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
So it was like a really wide spread.
Sure.
It's like, yeah, we got anime Power Rangers, we have ass kicking aliens, and we have cats fighting with pizza.
Right. That's
like, what the fuck?
What are we doing? I mean, I think that's one of the things that's great about the genre, and I try to tell everybody that. I'm like, man, if you find one that you like, there's so many different animes, and they can appeal to every different type of fan. So like, don't like assume that every anime is like this. Like, just keep looking, and you'll find one that you like. It's good storytelling. It's good television. You just got to find one that fits your likes.
Well, Samurai Pizza Cats is absolutely horrible. I don't even know why. I would rather watch GT over watching Samurai Pizza Cats.
That bad? Wow.
It's. I mean, if you get drunk, it's entertaining.
There you go. Sometimes those are good shows to have. You know.
But so if you want to watch Samurai Pizza Cats, or anybody that watches this video or listens to it on audio, get drunk first, then watch it.
I can't watch it straight.
Don't try. And if you live in a state that it's legal to get high in, get high first.
Nice, solid advice.
Not that I endorse that.
I mean, do what you need to do to get through Samurai Pizza Cats.
But well, and like you said, this whole genre, it's great for the sheer fact of there's a little bit of everything. I mean, you go all the way back to Astro Boy.
Yeah.
And that's not my cup of tea, but I know there's people out there that are hardcore Astro Boy fans, like would die for Astro Boy.
Right.
Just like I know there's people out there that would die for Dragon Ball.
Right.
Now Dragon Ball is a biggie for me. I can watch Dragon Ball all the time. My favorite scene is Gohan transforming Super Saiyan 2 with the Japanese audio with that song behind it.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't like the American audio background music
No,
for Dragon Ball Z at all.
I agree. Yeah. I
It's
don't either.
too rock punkish.
Well, and like we watched the dub first. I mean, I'm assuming you watched the dub first, right?
Yes.
So, but now
Yes.
going back and I watched the sub, and I'm like, man, that's just better. It's
Well,
just
I can watch the
both.
dub and what the Japanese audio behind it. I'm
Yes.
fine with that.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
think
not
that's how it should have aired.
Yeah, like you don't have to have the sub. You can watch the sub, you can watch the dub, however you watch it. That's fine. I just feel like I think for every show, there's one that's definitely better. And after watching both for Dragon Ball Z, I do think that the sub is better. But I do like, yeah.
Another one that really strikes a chord with me is Escryed. I don't know if you ever heard of that one.
I've never watched it. I have heard of it, but I've never watched it.
I feel like that would strike a chord with you, with both of you.
Okay.
It's a recommendation from me to you.
Okay.
And it's fairly short. I believe it's 26 episodes long.
Oh, that's doable.
It's a really short, contained story.
Nice.
And you'll get a lot of familiar voice actors when you watch the dub.
Okay.
You'll recognize a lot of voices right away.
Nice.
Evangelion is great. It's a real mind screw though. But now that they actually got the final movie out, you can watch it in its entirety and actually fully understand
it. That's nice. Yeah, I haven't watched the new movie yet. It's on my list. I have such limited time that I'm slowly working my way through to that one, but it's definitely on the list.
But yeah, I would say if you want a short contained series, definitely Escryed.
Nice. Okay, I'll check
that. I think that would be right in your guys' wheelhouse.
Nice. I just finished Jobless Reincarnation, so I'm looking for one to watch again, like a new one to watch as well. So I really liked that show. That was a good one.
What was that one called again?
Jobless Reincarnation. It's on Hulu. It's an isekai, where the dude dies and goes into a fantasy world as a baby and then becomes like a super powerful mage. So it's up to him like up through age 12, and it's just now starting to get kind of wild. So I'm super ready for season 2. But
cool.
It's good.
I'll have to look at that one.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. It's really easy to watch and it's fun.
Cool.
Yeah. And I'm watching that and Tokyo Revengers because that was like the anime of the year last year. Like everybody was like, gotta watch this one. So I've been watching.
I just listened to Anime Out of Context's episode on Tokyo Revengers, and that was pretty funny.
Did they like it?
Sean didn't.
Really? Yeah.
Then again, Sean doesn't really like anime, period. But that's what makes it funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. I'm halfway through. It's a cool idea that you can travel back in time and try to change the future, but it's also very like you don't know the consequences of what you're doing, and I feel like you're just going to get caught in a loop of okay, I changed this and I didn't get it right, so I have to go back and change it again.
Yep.
You're just always going back and trying to change the future when you maybe just leave it alone.
One thing also I just happened to think of, and this is going to be a completely probably random for you.
Yeah.
Watch the Marvel. I believe G4 was the one that did this. Watch the Marvel anime series that they did, like X-Men. There's a couple other ones. I think there's 4 of them. One was Blade.
Okay.
Wolverine was another one. And they're really, really contained. They're like 6 episodes apiece.
Nice. I like those. I like ones where you can watch them pretty quick.
I never really knew how to feel about them, honestly. While they had my favorite Marvel characters involved, it felt weird.
I gotcha.
It felt very, very weird.
I gotcha.
So, if you want something that takes you out of your comfort zone a little bit,
nice.
That might be something to take up.
I'm for it. That's funny.
So, trying to think. I don't really have anything else written down. I'm just trying to fly off the top of my head right now. It's generally how I like to do things.
That's fine.
But
Or that's what we do. We
What-
don't ever write anything down. We just
yeah, no editing, right?
I do edit. We talk about not editing, but I leave things in there. Even if I'm going to edit that out, I do leave it in. But there's every now and then I'll edit stuff out. But I try not to because we record so many podcasts every week. So like if all of our podcasts like hardcore, I would never have any free time. So just kind of on it. I make notes mentally of like, oh, I got to take out what he said there. Never what I said. Everything I say is great. Only what he says.
Yeah, probably the best thing he said lately is about the poop knife.
Oh man, I wish he would have left that alone. It's just following us around now. Like people are gonna buy us one for Christmas. Like we're gonna get you a real one. I was like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I please don't send that to my house. I don't want that at my house. So no, he's a character.
I heard it and it was like, one, didn't know that was a thing. Two, what the hell?
Right.
And three, I'm not looking that up.
No. Well, and like he's a hardcore Redditor, and I've never been. Like, I understand I'll look at like things on Reddit, but I don't like go to Reddit as like the first thing I do every day and just look at random shit. And he does. And I'm like, what are we doing? Come on, there's got to be other places you could go. But I guess he's found a lot of fun things on Reddit that he likes to share with the world.
Yeah, I mean, hey, what floats your boat, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you got the time, and I mean, I guess I don't have the time. I've got more kids than he does, though, so probably why I don't have as much free time. So
what are your thoughts of the new Super movie coming out?
I'm excited. Anytime we get more content that's canon in Dragon Ball, I'm excited. I'm not sure yet how I feel about the animation. I try not to be one of those people that gets really into what the animation is and it being different from show to show, movie to movie. That's not my thing. So I'm interested to see what they do with it. And the little snippets that we've gotten about like maybe Trunks is going to be grown up, Goten's going to be grown up.
Gohan's going to be the main character.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I mean, of all the characters, like Gohan, is one of the most disappointing characters in anime for me because
he peaked and he should have kept going.
Like in Super, they could have definitely used him in the universe tournament. Like, why not? Why wouldn't you use Gohan in that? He could have been. And I thought Android 18 was cool. And 17, like they're both very cool that we use them. And Boo, of course, would have been better used too. But like Roshi's in there kicking butt. Can you imagine what Gohan could have done? Like Roshi's knocking out. What did he knock out? 7, 8 people? Like, come on, give Gohan a chance. So if he's really the main character and he's going to do something other than be a professor or a law student or whatever he is now, I would definitely be on board for that.
The way I would have ended the universe arc, if I would have been on that team, or at least my suggestion would have been for the end, was obviously we're going to get Jiren. Personally, I think it should have been Top because he was the new god of destruction in the making.
Right.
So obviously he was the threat.
Yeah.
So I don't agree with that decision. Jiren was a good foil, but Top should have been the, pun intended, top villain in that arc. I think the way it should have ended, and it would have been like symmetry, is you had the same situation build up to where Goku has his ass handed to him and he's down for the count. But instead of it being Frieza and 17, you have it be Vegeta and Frieza.
There you go.
Having to hold the ground.
Yes.
And then if you wanted to throw Gohan into the mix.
Yes.
And have Gohan taking the background shots and having Vegeta, Goku, and Frieza tripling up on Top.
Yeah.
And still doing the same finale, but with a sense of symmetry.
Sure. I don't know why.
It would have made more sense that way.
Yeah, I don't know what the hate. not from fans, but from the creators for Gohan is like, I he's kind of become like Yamcha, you know what I mean? Like
He
it's a
has.
little harsh because Yamcha was, like the first villain if you go all the way back in Dragon Ball, and like super cool, super
Yeah.
powerful, and now he's just
Yeah.
like a nope character. And he's got his stands for sure, like Gohan does, but like we all know Gohan's never going to get any real play,
Mm-mm.
any real
No, and
hero
Vegeta
arc.
ain't ever going to get a W either.
No, which we need to stop expecting it at this point. Like Goku is the main character, he's the hero, and he always will be, and there's just no way
But
it's going to change.
and the thing that was most disappointing about Dragon Balls as a franchise is, first off and foremost, I'm not a Goku fan. I never really have been a Goku fan. I could deal with Goku in Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z, it's like he's your crutch, and I hate that. I hate that about anime characters. Naruto started to get that way with
yeah,
Shippuden.
yeah,
Um,
sure.
Bleach definitely got that way with Ichigo.
Yes,
Uh,
100%.
but and that's just, it's a Ronin, yeah, a Ronin. It's a shonen trope.
Yeah, and it's in every shonen. You like the
Yep,
main character. The like, what are we doing? Why do we need to have
yep.
these guys always be the hero? Let's get a little more depth. And I'm hopeful for like Jujutsu Kaisen. I've never read the manga. I've only watched the first season. We did that on purpose because we covered it on our show. And I'm like, they're well aware of what they are and that they do all of the shonen tropes, but kind of in a joking way. So I'm hoping that maybe as they go through the show, they'll move away from that trope and have like a secondary
Yeah,
character, like the real hero. I don't know because I haven't read it, but I'm hopeful for that.
yeah. And to finish up my thought about
All
the
right.
Dragon Ball franchise, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
Is Goku was the main character, obviously. Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, the first character you see on screen, depending on what cut of the Dragon Ball Z franchise you look at, Gohan's the first character you see.
Yeah.
So, and if you really pay attention to the through line, that series, the sequel series, really truly follows Gohan and Vegeta.
Right.
If you sit down and you pay attention to it, so why not let Gohan and Vegeta get some wins? I mean, Gohan does get one against Cell.
Right.
He does get a moment against Frieza,
Mm-hmm.
and Vegeta has a holy shit, this kid is something
Right.
moment in the Frieza saga. Um, but then, I mean, it really becomes evident right at the end of Cell that Dragon Ball Z is built on not Goku, but Gohan and Vegeta, because it's even Vegeta that says to Gohan, "I'm sorry, we're done." And Gohan has the moment like, "Oh shit, he's apologizing. That means we're toast."
Yeah.
Um, so, and that's like, those are two main characters that are having that moment together. They should have kept going with that. They should have let Goku just off to the side. He's done. He's had his moment.
Yeah.
This is the next generation. And I think they missed the mark when they still made it about Goku, because it was no longer, the story was no longer Journey to the West. It was
Yeah.
its own thing at that point. Once you jump the shark and you go to space, it's its own thing.
No, no kidding. Yeah. Well, and like I haven't watched Baruto yet, but I've heard that it's actually like people are saying it's reaching the level of Naruto and Shippuden, and maybe it'll be better. So maybe Super has got
Mm-hmm.
a chance to like, hey, Baruto has set the stage. Like, hey, you can do this. You can actually move on to the next generation and continue your anime world with new characters, the younger generation, the next generation that we've all.
Yep.
But
Because I mean, you still get your Kakashis, your Naruto's, your Sasuke's, and you get all that, but they're definitely background.
right, and
Definitely background.
Dragon Ball has built in the next generation already. Like we've already seen them and what they're capable of. Let's just let them take the lead.
Exactly.
Yeah. I would be
And
all day.
for some reason, they're afraid to do that.
And I don't know why, because I feel like there's enough fan support that's very loud and vocal that if they read any of the message boards or any of the tweets or whatever, they would be like, okay, we could do this and we could get away with it. You know,
Give Vegeta one win,
yes,
and you satisfy the Vegeta fans.
Yes.
I mean, arguably, Vegeta does have a win against Goku. Arguably. He caught him off guard, but
yeah.
Whatever. But give Vegeta a clean win. Gohan has a clean win.
Yeah.
You have Goten and Trunks waiting in the wings. Pan's coming up.
Yep.
You just introduced a whole plethora of other Saiyans from another universe.
Yep.
I mean, you have your next Z squad right there.
Yeah. Yeah. You have built your characters and set up the future. Just run with it. Run with it.
I mean, everybody else is taking a back seat. If you think about it, like you said, Yamcha taking a back seat. Tien, Puar, Oolong, Bulma.
We never even see him.
Piccolo. How often do you see Piccolo in Super?
Right.
He's babysitting Pan.
Right. And like we're doing the podcast right now on Dragon Ball, and like right when you meet Piccolo Jr. and you're like, man, this dude is cool. But he's gone now. He's gone. He's irrelevant. Like totally irrelevant. So just he was a cool character. It's nice to have a father figure there, and he can continue being a babysitter. But yeah, he's not going to be fighting.
Yeah, I mean, he taught Trunks how to do the Mafuba on or whatever through a cell phone video.
Right, exactly. Exactly. YouTube it.
Right?
That's funny. So I hope after this movie they bring back something. I mean, selfishly for our podcast, I really hope they bring back a series. But because
I heard that they are actually.
I've heard that
there's a report going around. There's a really strong report going around that the series is coming back.
Yeah, and I know some of the YouTubers. Some of the YouTubers have said, "Yeah, it's coming back. Like, be ready." But I mean, have they put anything official out, like from Toonami?
No, I haven't heard nothing from Toei or heard anything on the Akira Toriyama front. You think if anybody's going to announce it, it's going to be Akira.
Yeah,
because he loves making those announcements. He loves going into Shonen Jump and saying, "Hey, alert, alert, alert! Like this is coming." I mean, every movie that's been announced has been Akira that's been announcing it.
Right, exactly. So I'm hoping that something official comes maybe after the movie. That would be great. Because we're gonna have to start covering Dragon Ball Z, and that's 290 episodes, man. I'm like, oh.
Well, you can always cut garlic out.
Well, we never cut the filler out. You know, we're the purists. We just got to figure out which version of Dragon Ball we want to cover. Like we keep saying we're going to do the original 290 episodes, but man, some episodes of our show are going to be.
In my opinion, I think you'd be better with Kai.
I know. I think Kai would be better because, like I said, some of the episodes be like, well, we're only going to talk for 10 minutes today because they just powered up. So,
yeah.
Nothing happened today. It was Goku doing, So
I feel bad. I feel so bad for Sean.
Oh man!
I mean, the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. Can you imagine what his lungs felt like after that?
Yeah. I mean, they're trained professionals, but come on, how many times are you going to do that? Because you probably have more than one take.
Isn't he on record confirming that he actually passed out during that?
Yeah, I think that's right. Something along those lines.
Like that's insane.
Yeah. That's dedication to your craft, but
don't call 911. He's fine. Just low on oxygen.
Yeah, it's like that Lord of the Rings thing when Aragorn kicks the helmet and everybody says, "Yeah, he broke his toe." Yes, we know. Yeah, right. We know
and that screams real.
Yeah. We know. Or Leonardo DiCaprio when he's hitting the table and makes his hand bleed in Django Unchained. Yes, we know. We've heard this. Thank you. Tell me again. I want to hear it again.
And taking it from somebody who has recently broken a toe,
yeah,
hurts like a mother.
Yeah, And there's nothing they could do for it. Like, hey, tape it up if you want, but
nope. I got put in a boot that did absolutely jack shit.
Yeah. It's useless. So you don't want to break a toe or a finger. Don't break those. If you break a bone, like I broke my wrist and they didn't even put it in a cast. They just wrapped it. They're like, we'll just wrap it for a few weeks just so it can't move as much. I'm like, okay. I wanted a cool cast, but whatever. I want someone to sign my cast. No one signed my cast, and I broke a bone. Lame.
Right?
That's the whole reason.
Part of the cool kid squad.
Yeah, you want people to write dumb things on your cast, right? But nope. Just had a rap.
Well, is there anything, other than the obvious that you're going to be doing Dragon Ball Z? Are you going to be covering any more Attack on Titan at all?
Yeah, we just did the new episode tonight. We recorded.
So you are following through on it then?
Yeah. So we're pausing Death Notes. Death Notes is like our filler because it's over and done. It's one of those animes that's been out for a while that we just both really enjoy. But apparently Steven hasn't even watched all of Death Notes, so we're getting close to the point where he hasn't seen yet. So that's exciting. But
you guys are further ahead than me because I'll be honest, I haven't watched it ever.
Death Note is really good. It's one of those ones a lot of people say you stop watching at this episode because it gets stupid after that. And it does get stupid for a little bit, but the ending and the payoff for Death Note I think is really good, and I think it makes it a really good anime. And it's short, it's not like 400 episodes. So, but yeah, Attack on Titan we both really love, and it's the only one that we both have read the manga of as well. So like I read more manga than he does. And I watch more anime than he does. But
do you think that they'll change the ending in the anime, being that the ending of the manga was so divisive?
Well, they added 8 pages, officially canon, to the end of the manga. I hope they don't. I really enjoyed the original ending, and I thought it made sense, and I thought it tied up the series really well. And I don't like this whole culture that we have now of where fans get so mad at the way the story ended because it wasn't the way that they wanted to end. They think they have the power to change it. I disagree with that. I think this is the creator's story, and the creator should get to end the story how they want to end it. And you can be upset about it, but that doesn't mean it needs to change. So I hope they stick to the original, personally. It's like with the Star Wars film, like remake this film. They had the whole Twitter account and they're trying to raise money.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Last Jedi.
Yeah, remake The Last Jedi. Stop that. No. I'm sorry you didn't like it. I really am. Or Game of Thrones season 8. I fully agree. It was hot garbage. But that doesn't mean we need to remake the whole season 8. Like we all know it's garbage, but that's where I'm at with it.
I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan of The Last Jedi. I liked the swings that it took.
Yeah.
But in the end, I didn't like. I feel like they did some people dirty, especially Luke. I feel like they did Luke dirty, like real bad. And then the lack of explanation for Palpatine returning,
right?
In Rise of Skywalker is like, what the hell?
Yeah.
If you would have explained that, I would have been fine with Rise of Skywalker, but lack of storytelling is a buzzkill for me.
I agree. And I think we're all getting spoiled a little too with like the series. Like Mandalorian is good. It's so good. And then even like with Marvel, you see the series now that they're starting to tie into the movies. Like you see the new Doctor Strange trailer, go and talk to Wanda, and Wanda talking about what happened in WandaVision. And you're like, yeah, we're tying all this together and getting these really deep storytelling and really deep character intros. I feel like maybe if we get more Star Wars films, they could play off of the series that they did to get some real serious character storytelling. I mean, I would pay for that. I would be thrilled to see that.
Hell, you know what else I'd be thrilled to see? And I think it would be really freaking awesome if they did it.
Yeah.
Granted, it'll never happen. Take all the Star Wars movies and make them anime.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I was so pumped for the Star Wars. I was so pumped for it, and it didn't do it for me because I love Star Wars and I love anime, and I was like, this will be great. They're my two favorite things. put together, and it didn't do it for me at all. I was really disappointed for the whatever. Maybe they'll do, but yeah, if they made an anime, I would be thrilled. And I wonder if they say certain things are not remakeable. Why? You could remake Star Wars in 50 years. Why not? Do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm for it. I'll be 90-ish, but do it. I'll still watch it.
I'll hobble my old ass to.
That's right. My grandkids are gonna wheel me in there, and I'm watching it. So
exactly.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what happens. I haven't watched any of the Book of Boba Fett yet because a friend of mine wants to podcast on it, so we'll see. So
I haven't watched any of it yet either.
Yeah, he wants to do like these live reactions that people do where you sit and watch live and react live on video. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why anybody would care about my reaction, but whatever. If you want to try it, we can try it. That's fine. So, but I'm excited to watch that too.
Oh, well, I know it's running late for you. It's past midnight for me.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm up late every night. That's what I do. It's my only time alone with all these kids in my house. So
I feel you.
Yeah.
So this tends to be my time to where I play a little bit of Spider-Man or
nice.
Because I finally have a little bit of time that I can actually dive into that game finally.
Nice. I haven't played that one. I got my kid Miles Morales for Christmas, and he says it's awesome. So I've watched him play it a couple times. It looks really good. I play Assassin's Creed. That's what I play. I've always been an Assassin's Creed fan. So
yeah, I'm a sucker for the Dragon Ball games, even though they all rehash the same story.
Sure. Yeah. Xenoverse, isn't that Dragon Ball?
Yeah, I like Xenoverse too because the loot system's better.
Oh, okay. I have that. Someone bought it for me for PS4, and I don't know that I've ever played it.
Yeah, we'll have to share gamer tags, and we'll have to get on there together and
sure. Yeah. I mean, if I played it, it'd be like 30 minutes. So yeah, I'd be happy to have you help me because, like I said, I
haven't picked up Xenoverse in probably 2 years.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Yeah, I dived back into World of Warcraft like vanilla hardcore when that came back out. So like I leveled 60 to a couple tunes, and I played that hardcore because that was my jam back in the day. It came out when I was in college, and man, I played 8-9 hours a day. And I don't
I was a Magic the Gathering guy.
Okay, yeah, I did that too. I played Rakdos, always Rakdos, because I just like that combination.
I'm Silencia.
Oh, nice. And so I've done the arena, MTG arena, but the card game I played for years was Hearthstone because I was so.
I have an arena account. We'll have to hook up on that one too.
Yeah, because I played World of Warcraft.
Looking for people to play on that one.
Dude, you would smash me, but it was fun.
I doubt it because haven't picked up arena in probably about a year.
Well, they made it mobile, like you can put it on your phone now, but I haven't done that yet because.
No, I haven't done that yet either.
Play too many mobile games, so yeah, I've got to be very selective about what I put my time into. Everybody says I should play the Dragon Ball mobile game, but
wait, there's a Dragon Ball mobile game?
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but apparently some of the people on our Discord are like super high level in it, and they always ask me to play, and I try to download it, and I'm like, dude, no, this is too much time. I can't do it. I play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and I've played that for years, and I have like a top account that is like takes up so much of my time that I'm just like I can't do another one that's going to take up that much of my time. My wife would be very upset with me, so I'm not going to do that.
All right, well, I want to thank you for being on.
Yeah,
it's a shame that Steven couldn't join us, but
we'll get him next time.
Yeah, we'll get him next time.
Yeah, for sure.
But sooner than a year from now.
Definitely. Definitely, we could do it sooner than a year from now.
Granted, honestly, if I'm looking at my calendar, probably is going to be about a year from now because I'm gearing up to get married. So
there you go. Congratulations.
So as we get closer to that, it's going to start ramping up. The crazy's going to start ramping up. So,
yeah. You definitely want to be present for that. Don't
it's a good crazy.
Yeah, weddings are worth it. Marriage is
exactly.
I fully support marriage. So support it. I'm a fan. Done it more than once. So
yeah, when well, let's see. If you guys go through all of Dragon Ball Z, Gohan versus Cell finale is what, 137 ish?
that roundabout, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I can sneak in on your guys' show and watch my favorite episode of Gohan transforming and start whooping some ass.
There you go. Yeah.
Being that's like the highlight of his entire Dragon Ball career.
Right. And then we can just stop the show after that. We've held on for so long in hopes that Super would come back, so we got to keep going until Super comes back. And if it never comes back, we'll eventually run out of
you guys have already covered GT.
Yeah, we did, but that's one of the reasons we were thinking about doing the original Dragon Ball, because 290 episodes, that's 6 years. 6 years of content, man.
Mm-hmm.
So if Super's not back by then, we just need to give up, give up. So, but yeah, no, we definitely do it again, and for sure.
All right. Well, my battery's yelling at me, and
all right,
it's like I said, it's past midnight my time.
Yeah,
and I got to get some rest myself. So
do it. Well, thank you for having me on. I'm sorry it's so late, but I appreciate you making it.
No, it's fine. I don't mind doing this at all. I've been looking forward to this conversation for a while.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Appreciate you.
But yeah, I get to experience what you guys experienced last year with the deep freeze tomorrow.
Oh, good luck. Oh man, that was bad for us.
I hope we get it. We get it for a day. You guys had it for what, 5?
Yeah, I was fine. My house didn't even lose power, but a lot of the people around me did not have the same fortune. A lot of people.
Yeah, well, for us, it's normal up here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, y'all should be geared for it. We were not. We didn't handle it well. It's okay though.
All right. Well, you have a good night.
You too.
And look forward to talking to you in the very near future.
Absolutely.
So, and I promise I'll try to be more active on the Discord.
I say that all the time. There's plenty of people on there who talk for everybody, so it's all right.
All right.
All right.
So, talk to you later. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, everybody. So that was JD from Dragonballerz, and like we said, next time we'll try to get Steven on with us as well. And actually, before he goes completely, I forgot to do one thing for him. So I'm going to bring him back in real quick. Hey, JD, we forgot to do one thing for you. You forgot to do your plugs.
Oh, okay. Follow me on social media. My Twitter's @RealJDLee. Check out all our other shows. We've got Dragonballerz, a chat on Titan, Death Notes, talking Jujutsu about Jujutsu Kaisen, and I think there's one more. Oh, One Punch Man. We do One Punch Man. So you can listen to any of those shows if you like any of those animes. We'd love to have you. And then we have a Discord. The link to the Discord is in my Twitter. Come and join the community. A lot of cool anime podcast fans from all around the world are on there and pretty active. So we'd love to have you. It's a good time.
All right. And sorry for bringing you back so abruptly, but I just happened to think about that as I was doing my closing.
That's okay. Luckily, I was still here.
All right. Well, again, we'll see you later.
All right.
All right. So now with that out of the way, again, a big thanks to JD for coming on, especially at so late of an hour, and like saying it's been a year in the making. If not a year in the making, it's definitely felt like a year in the making. So with that, I will do my plugs. You can catch me on Twitter at hotel_nerd_nerd86, as is in my name tag down here. And basically just looking for me. You put no Hotel Nerd in any social media platform, that guarantee you it's going to be me. So it's really simple. I also have a link tree on my Twitter that has everything as well. Catch us on audio and give us some love on YouTube. Like, subscribe, all that jazz, because it helps us. We're finally starting to pick up some speed here. And I did a Google search, and we're showing up on Google actually finally. So we're making some hay. So keep it up. Keep up with the likes, keep up with the comments, and give us some love on audio too, because we're looking to get new sponsors, and we need to show them that we have a base and that it's a regular thing that's going on. But with that said, we're going to roll the credits, and that'll be it for today. Catch us on all of your audio podcasting platforms. And we're actually now also on Audible. So, which I just found out and kind of caught me by surprise. So with that, have a good night, and we'll catch you on the next episode. All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Happy to do it.
All right. And I'm gonna get off of here and call it a night. And
Do it, man.
actually, I've totally just blundered this too. We're still live.
Oh, nice.